Are you stupid or something? This is my territory. Now get the hell out of here, punk. I think recognizing different cues and types of body signals is the single most practical skill to learn because how quickly it can be implemented in reality. There are very obvious ones that are just spot on and those that are subtle ones that take time and practice to notice. If you have ever felt entertained just by sitting on a bench somewhere in a crowded area and observed people passing by, you will love this video. Body language is almost always communicating what we feel about ourselves internally. It's the most honest way to communicate our internal beliefs to the outer world. And honing this skill will make people seem naked, exposed to you, because very few words will be necessary to understand what's up. Hey, what's up? Especially because not many people are self-aware. The body takes the form and stance of the internal automatically, subconsciously, without them even knowing it. Why body language is important, you ask? Can't we be just ourselves? Being yourself is not a static state. You progress and develop, hopefully, all the time. If we want to maximize our potential and make sure that we excel in all areas of our lives, we have to be wary of how we represent ourselves. Because getting through the life means interacting with other people. And spoken language is just a small part of that interaction. If we want to get influence and achieve our goals, we have to make sure that those interactions favors our growth as smoothly as possible. I saw a comment of a subscriber on another video. It was about looking very young for his age and being a reason for not being treated respectfully. Of course, our genetics, looks without clothes, play a part in people's initial perception of us, but over time it becomes only a small one. It's how we carry ourselves that will determine what treatment we get from the surroundings. And that includes the spoken language delivery as well, and I will explain later what I mean by that. Listen closely. The body language expertise allows to attain more influence and power. It plays a huge role in development of charisma, which is why this topic will be included in Charisma Essentials series. There are two major segments for body language interpretation, masculine and feminine. Both segments can be equally powerful, depending on what message a person wants to convey, what to be accomplished, and peer group of the receivers. So masculine body language emanates dominance, confidence, leadership, and awe. Feminine body language is about allure, charm, playfulness, friendliness, and elegance. I will do my best to dissect both of these and present some examples to solidify the distinctions. Masculine body language, respect through admiration. Feminine body language is respect through love and kindness. So masculine body language helps to get recognition and admiration, especially in a workplace, because people tend to keep those relationships professional and distant. Make no mistake, even if there are no deeper connection between colleagues and the interaction is minimal and distant, there's still a large opportunity to gain respect. Then it's even more important to showcase what you are about in a quick and punchy manner. Body language does the work. When it comes to careers and professional life, you want to gain power through respect because it will signal competence. And as in most meritocracy positions, that's what gets you promoted and gratified. Masculine body language also minimizes the risk of others screwing with you and getting testy.
So how does one signal masculine power? What cues are there to look after? We will go over some do's and don'ts. So first and foremost, posture. A masculine frame has a firm stance with a very distinct S-shaped curvature of the torso, the natural form of the spine. Be very mindful of not letting your ass protrude the air behind you more than your shoulders. Retract the shoulders, stick your chest out, and slightly lean your head back, almost showcasing the front of your neck with a slightly declined gazing, demonstrating pride. To make sure that you are doing it right, notice your feet disappearing from your side while walking. You shouldn't move your head in a vertical direction doing that. If you don't see the feet, you are nailing it. Subconsciously, masculine posture signals that you are opening up to the world and ready to give. Have nothing to be afraid of, nor nothing to lose. The solar plexus is the emotional center. Exposing it in such way means being sure of yourself and having a strong mental health. The arms are free, just feel them out as being part of you. The walking style is slow, never in a hurry, like you are it, like you are the shit. You have total control over the situation and know what to do. When someone strikes up a conversation with you, don't be too eager to answer back. Take a couple of seconds to regroup your thoughts, otherwise your voice pitch will rise. You will talk fast and sound feminine.
Well, hello there. How are you? It was a long time. Hey, it was a long time. How are you doing? Is everything good?
Never sit down with your legs crossed. Signals very soft energy. When sitting down, you have to have a laid-back attitude, having your legs in a relaxed position or crossed like this guy. Not leaning forward, which communicates that you value the listener, the audience, very much, consequently giving away the power by revealing your feelings, your thoughts. Don't have your hands on your waistline or arms crossed, nor talk too much, a sign of feminine energy. When you walk towards someone and you can't seem to agree on who should take which side, stop, let the other person pass by. Don't scratch your head or play with your hair, including facial hair. I've seen too many guys twisting either their beards or mustaches. It signals neurotic tendencies and insecurity. No shaking of knees or legs while sitting, also neurotic. Practice firm handshakes and looking into eyes while doing it. No hugging, reserve it for your dates and maybe for your mother only. And lift up your feet when walking, no dragging them along like you are dusting the ground. Of course, no slouching, neither buckling in knees nor having the feet turned inwardly. Regarding your feet, the line between the big toe and the heel are almost parallel with the walking direction, just slightly inclined. Sorry, but no baseball hats, especially flipped back and forth, shows immaturity. No excessive smiling, and whenever that happens, it should be a gentle smirk, instead of bursting out in tears and laughing on top of your lungs. Very feminine. Eye contact should be steady, practice and time will tell.
Pitch of the voice, the talking speed, and the amount of talking can affect the body language immensely. Masculine talks low, talks slow, and talks sparingly.
Don't be afraid to look strangers in the eyes and feel out the connection. It may come across too aggressive if you do it with a stone-cold face. Smile with your eyes and nod to greet with a slight touch of smirk. A minor adjustment to that can make the gaze seductive. Works of course only with the femininity. And don't wrestle or screw around with your bodies out in the public. Childish behavior is a feminine energy. No sudden reactions. Keep calm in any situation, even if a bomb goes off in nearby. Mostly uphold a serious face, yet smile with your eyes to signal approachableness. This one. Very few can pull off this, and even then they have other factors working for them in holding a masculine frame. No long hair for dudes. I had the long hair half a decade ago myself. Long hair communicates that either you care too much about the physical appearance, which is feminine, or too sloppy and nonchalant. If the long hair is messy, to do something about it and just let it grow. No eyebrow plucking, no beard line cuts and excessive stylish hairdos, or beard do's for that matter. Neat grooming, minimalistic yet elegant. Fingernails has to be taken care of and no half-inch long toenails. The shape and size of the body is very telling, and I don't mean the height, because it's a given what you are born with. If you take care of your body, it signals that you have a total ownership, and before anything else, the body is the vessel of your soul. Nurturing your body means your self-respect is on top. Of course it concerns both genders, but the emphasis here is muscular structure on men. By the way, is there anyone interested in fitness and nutrition videos? Commentary section, let me know.
Feminine body language is coquette and friendly, helps to win people's hearts with happy-go attitude and openness. Feminine body language welcomes and signals that the person is ready to receive, consume, connect, and socialize. Interpersonal relationships is the aim of femininity. And that's why feminine has more different kinds of relationships, having a herd flock mentality, whereas the masculine tends to be a loner. No, I'm not going to demonstrate the feminine body language. So I will use some examples to give you a clear picture of what I'm talking about. One major distinction between masculine and feminine body languages, on the contrary to what most think, feminine is not so restrictive. Let me explain. Although we're being fed that there is a constant pressure on the feminine, it's more okay for it to be chaotic, experimenting, and unlimited. Masculine ways have to have boundaries. If feminine is being irrational, emotional, hysterical sometimes, expressional, and experimenting, we let it slide. If the masculine does that, strike! Red flag, and it's out. We're more forgiving towards feminine. So because of that, there's much less things to think about for feminine communication. The masculine is structured and compounded. The feminine is open-minded and ever-changing. The masculine is a combination of many parts, whereas the feminine is a one large homogeneous mist, if that makes sense.
Body posture is upright, accentuating the shape of the ass. Walking from hips with relaxed wrists. All feminine attributes like hair, polished nails, some makeup, hourglass-shaped body, showcasing skin are maximizing the allure, the charm of the feminine. Seductiveness is one of the main powers of the femininity. Think of the sirens, luring the prey and striking when nothing is suspected. Eye contact, don't stare too much, as opposed to masculine. Look up, hold the contact a second or two and lower the eyelids very smooth to signal approachableness. Sitting with a straight back with legs crossed in a paralleled manner, or kneecaps touching, slightly leaned aside. Feminine attracts with laughter and smile. I saw a video on a big channel focusing on charisma, and the guy was telling how Emilia Clarke is charismatic because she is being herself, laughing and don't holding it back, that we should take notes from her. I respectfully disagree.
That you just enjoy. When you're not, you're just like, oh, God.
She gets away with it because she's a woman. Actually, I disagree on many things he addresses. In this case, he missed the nature of femininity. Side note, I got a request to do a video on MGTOW and comment other timely happenings in the world. Also, I saw a Neistat video on sexless living of modern people, especially young ones, where he was speculating on reasons and quite honestly, nah. I have flirted with the idea on doing these kind of videos, trending topics. What do you say? Leave your opinion here. Anyhow, if one can read the surroundings and good at timing, flirtatious nature of feminine signals positivity and generosity. It makes people feel good and appreciated. Of course, if there's a risk for creepy reactions, then don't. Feminine is inviting with body's direction. If leaning or turned towards the converser, it's a sign of approval, so beware of that. If feminine covers its body with arms, sign of disapproval. And on the contrary, if the body is not covered or even having arms behind the back, it means that feminine likes you.
This might be a prelude to body language for dating. Good idea? Let me know. Hossein out.